Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hoffenhiem save, and we're jumping straight back in with some highlights. So we have beat Mönchengladbach 3-2 after the Europa League quarter-final. We then lost 2-0 to Schalke in the German Cup semi, very disappointing. 3-2 to Augsburg away with a red card after taking the lead twice. We have then beat Seville 1-0 away from home with Seko Fofana on the score sheet. We then lost to Mainz 1-0, and we are going to kick off against Seville at home in the second round. And this is the lineup we're going to go with. I have also created a new vertical tiki-taka playstyle, but we're going to stick with the 4-3-3 for now and see how that does play out. So let's jump straight into it, and hopefully we will see ourselves in a final by the time the day is out. But it's massive. There's massive things going on everywhere at the minute, so I will show you all that. You deserve to be in the final. I expect to see you make this happen, and it is remarkable that I've even got a defence this poor all the way to a Europa League semi-final, because they have been absolutely dreadful all season. And there is a massive need for new signings at the back next year. Adams is our best centre-back, and he's not even that good. But it is going to be a Hoffenheim chance off the start, or is it Kadebek finding that Fofana? Surely, lads, we're going to try and get another goal and almost consolidate a lead in this game, just to see ourselves through it. But Fofana brought down the Demabe into Grishla, and Fofana through, and he skied that horrendously, absolutely horrendously. But yeah, it is a 1-0 lead away from home, so as long as they don't score, we're in happy days, really. But we are dominating straight off the back, so we're going to tell the boys to get a bit more creative, and we'll see how this goes. Kramaric on the right, who I have picked over Morales, because I just don't think either striker's been good enough this season. Neither have scored enough goals. All of our goals have come through Chamberlain, which is almost disappointing, really. Grealish at the back post has possibly been brought down, though, 20 minutes in, and it is a penalty, and who is stepping up? No one other than that man Kramaric. Can he send us to the final? He can, and that's a massive, massive goal. Seville have now got to score 2. They've now got to get 2 goals away from home, and that is massive. Let's have a look at this. Kramaric right into the far corner. Absolutely fantastic. And Seville only have 1 shot, none on top. You speak too soon in this game. They'd had 1 shot, and they've now scored. That is horrendous marking. 2 men at the back post, not picked up, not even accounted for. And that is freaking horrendous. Absolutely piss poor defended. But we are going to get another one. Is that Chamberlain or Hubner who's claiming that one? Let's have a look here. So the ball comes in by Kerem Demabe to the back post, and it is a Chamberlain header, getting his 18th of the season, and that is fantastic. He's been an absolute revelation since he's come in, and Liverpool don't want to let him go, but Seville have now got to beat us 3-2 to go through, which is obviously fantastic for us, and another goal will really see out this tie, surely. Victor Fischer's got injured on the Seville side, which is obviously positives for us, but we are going to be looking to take this 1-0 lead as far as it can possibly go. And yeah, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and I'm proud of the boys. Let's go to the dressing room and tell the boys that they were excellent, but I'm going to tell them don't let it get to their heads, because the amount of times I've seen this Hoffenheim team absolutely just mess up in the second half of games. It's not as bad as the old Watford team that we had, but it is still poor. We do make a lot of mistakes, and it could really, really cost us. So let's see how they do here. My job has also gone down to a stable condition here at Hoffenheim, and I do not understand why. We've played fantastic football all year, we've created chances all year, and due to us slipping out of the Europa League positions, because we're in so many competitions, they have gone and tarnished my name. But that's a 3-1, and we are through to the next round now. We are into the final, boys, so get in. Kerem Demabe here with an absolute thunderous strike. Let's have a look at this. Really putting his name on, wanting to play in that final. Absolutely fantastic. And Sevilla aren't getting back into this, so with that, we're going to make the substitutions nice and early. Demabe off for Geiger. We'll bring Perez on this right-hand side, and Grifo one on the left, and we'll see the next 20 minutes out, because, you know, we're through. Pardon me. But we are through. There's no chance that we're messing this up, really. It's a 2-0 lead at home against Seville, which is 4-1 on aggregate, so there's no way this is going down the shitter, surely. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. The boys have performed fantastically in this competition throughout the season, beating other fantastic teams. You could say that we've got the luck of the draw at some stages, not getting the City or United, but we'll take it, and we will go to this final with complete optimism and complete belief that we can win the Europa League and get that Champions League place next season. But that is absolutely fantastic. They had predicted Seville to win the tie, but they have failed, and the boys, I'm going to say to them, we're in a final, you deserve it. We've played fantastically, and they better be happy about that. As we are moving on, Grifo's picked up an injury and we are going to play United in the final, which is going to be a hard game. Absolutely ridiculous hard game. They've got Vindelof, Marquinhos, Delort, Pereira, Pogba, Digne, Forvin, Martial and Rashford, and they are sitting in 5th in the Premier League. We'll go and play this Frankfurt game and then we'll meet back up for the United game, which I don't know how to play actually. I don't know what sort of style of football we're going to be playing against them, but we'll just see what happens. But we are going to go to a vertical tiki-taka play here, and see if we can get a win. So we're going to go with Demirbay there and Fofana in this position. Grushlik cannot play that position, so we'll bring Golger in, play him here as a deep man playmaker on support. Chamberlain on the right as an attacking threat, and Kramaric has played fantastically, so we'll keep him in, and we'll swap Adams and Hubner around, and that is going to be the team going into the last game of the season, and the second last game of the season actually. I'm even going to put the fullbacks on attacking, just see if they can offer anything in the offensive areas, but we need new defenders coming in ideally. Grifo, you are injured though, pal, so you're going to drop. We'll bring Bittencourt back into the team for the last game. That is the bench, guys, and let's jump into it and let's see how we can do. I will show you the table as it was passed in 2 seconds as well. We have dropped out. It's not good news, but we'll find a way to handle the situation of Grifo not playing at all. But let's just keep advancing and just get to this last game here, and then I'll play the last game off camera and come back for the final against United, which I am, in all honesty, petrified about. United are fantastic. They are a really good team, and we cannot just expect an easy game against them in any world really at all. But we are finishing the league against Hamburg, and we are 8th in the league, as you've probably just seen then, which I do not understand how we have fallen so low. We were in such a positive place earlier in the season, and we've just let ourselves just fall and fall, and the board aren't happy about it. But as you can see here, we're 8th with a win here putting us on 49 points, the possibility of getting into the Europa League places. But at the end of the day, there's nothing we could have done. We've done everything we can, and if my job does end up going at the end of the season, it'll be heartbreaking, because we have only had a year and we've tried our hardest. We really have. We've got to a semi-final, we've got to a final, and I feel like my thirst for silverware, not hungerware, has really dampened our chances in the league, and the fact that I just haven't been as adept as I should have been. But we'll get into this last one, playing a vertical tiki-taka play style, and see if we can just get a win here. So we're going to say to them, what should we say here? It's time to put an end to our recent form, and let's see if this really can push the boys onwards. A lot of them are looking happy, a lot of them want to be playing for the badge. So let's see if we can just get a surprise result here against Frankfurt, and put ourselves in the mixer for this Europa League place. But it is going to be a Frankfurt chance. Mavogo has been questionable all season. He come in as a 4.5 star goalkeeper. He's now 3.5 star rated by the league, and it's just not too good, is it? It's not looking the most promising. But you've just got to deal with things like this as you can, and I think we will turn over Hamburg in the last game. So Europa League is really, really, really in a thread. It really is, and I don't want to put our money on the United game at all. It's just too risky. But as you can see here, Adams picking it up. Mavogo out to Barisic. He's going to take a run with this. Let's see what he can create. He's really good down this left-hand side. He's found Chamberlain. And Chamberlain earlier in the season was banging those away for fun. Has just found over the bar. And it's looking good. I'm actually going to tell the boys to go balanced and just see if we can push them just a little bit further. I know they've just played in a semi-final and they did fantastically, but I just need that little bit more from the boys, just that little bit more effort. I'm going to tell them that I'm far from pleased, and let's see if we can really get a reaction here. We'll give it to the 60th minute, and then I'm going to go attack it and see if we can just create that extra opportunity just to find a goal, because that is what we are after at the end of the day. And Frankfurt clearly haven't lined up to face us the way that we're playing, so we'll see if we can do that. We're going to tell the boys to get creative. They all look inspired by the feedback there, and it could be an opportunity, but they have put a deep ball into the box, and he's given a penalty. It is going to be a penalty. There's Europa League. There it is, lads. Falling down. Oh! Mavogo. I slag him off all season round. And then he just turns up at the most important parts. This is going to be a Hoffenheim kick out. Can we deal with it? That is the question. They're coming at us with pace here. And he's through on goal. And Mavogo again collecting nicely. and nothing's going to come of that. So I'm actually going to bring Geiger off and swap him in for Amory and see if Amory can offer anything in the attackive end of things. But it's not looking amazing for the boys here, and I might bring Grealish on as well just for the last 10 minutes, see if he can create anything, play him as an advanced playmaker in that midfield too. Go very attackive and see if we can just get a last chance here. Grealish on the ball, down to Adams, and it'll be interesting to see what we do here. Mavogo plays it long, it's foul out, and it's fouled back to Frankfurt, and this is the frustrating thing about this. So if we give the ball away so easily, Mavogo's distribution for someone who calls himself a sweeper keeper isn't good enough, but Chamberlain has picked it up. He's going down this right hand flank, it's found back to Kadabek, who's found Chamberlain, it's in, and Kramaric, oh my god, Kramaric, oh Jesus Christ, it's 1-0. Bless me, lads, but that is absolutely fantastic. Kramaric popping up, I'm elated, I'm absolutely elated, and that has just put a real bit of hope into the boys. And they could see this out. And that is going to put us in a massive chance, to get all of the points at the end of the season. It's going to be one last chance by Frankfurt. They've pissed about with it, and it is a 1-0 win. It is, and that is absolutely fantastic. We're 1 point out of the top 6. And it's Hamburg at home, so I'm thinking we can win that. And let's go and have a look at how things are standing. We'll go to competitions and have a look. So as you can see, we're not taking the semi-finals by Schalke in the German Cup, which is absolutely fantastic. We did really well on the route there, played fantastically. We then reached the final in the Euro Cup against United. That I'll bring to you guys, especially, and I might show you some transfer targets for next season. And then in the league, we can get a max of 52 points, which currently will put us 5th, but we have lost against the teams around us, and it's our own fault, but we could push, and our goal difference is the best out of all teams, so we could end up in a really good position here. And as you can see, if we go to play stats for goals, we've got Chamberlain up there with 19 goals in the league and Kramaric with 12, but nobody else. And I think that's where we have failed. But Kramaric is up there for minutes per goal at age 29, and Chamberlain as well. But yeah, guys, that is where we're going to leave it. So don't forget to like the video if you have enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel. It is massively appreciated. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.